Hello, sweet souls. This is your last reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, centered myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good, the beautiful collective. Overall energy, accelerated motion, and truth. Things are going to start picking up quickly in your life. Expect change to occur. It could be attached to abundance, safety, security, stability, and there's a lot of truth coming to light. The month of February and the month of August could be significant. 82 or 28 could be significant. So let's see what else we get for the beautiful collective. What do they need to be aware of? Truth and only truth for the beautiful collective. Current energy. Current energy. Oop. Obstacle. Advice. Outcome. All right. We have milk and honey on the bottom of the deck. This is having a happy home, a happy life, a happy union, emotional fulfillment. That's very healing energy. Current energy, you have a karmic soulmate that is repeating karmic cycles. They're going round and round. You may be feeling this person in your energy. We are in retrograde right now. The obstacle is someone is not receiving blessings. It's not you, collective. I feel like it's this karmic partner. The advice for you is to continue on your healing journey, rest, rejuvenation, protecting your peace. I do see in the outcome a masculine energy. I don't know if this is the divine masculine or this is the karmic from the past. It could be male or female. It doesn't matter. Gender is not specific. Okay. So let's just see. Let's see what we get here. Oh, give me 1 second. The cards are giving me a hard time coming out. Okay. So tell me, why do we have the round and round and the soulmate here? Round and round and soulmate. Round and round and soulmate. Wow. Okay. So this comes out quite a bit. It's like, you have disconnected from a karmic partner because you were awakened by God. God highlighted the truth to you, gave you the truth and clarity so that you could see the lesson within this experience. Through this experience, God is inspiring you to create on your own. This is going to give you confidence, independence, courage. And this is inspiring this karmic partner to try to come back in to reconnect with you. Because this person sees that you have this blessing in your hand, which is your spiritual gifts, your connection with God, which God is using to inspire you to create. However, God is giving you the truth and you are operating in the Queen of Swords energy. You are not interested in repeating a cycle with this person, which is a karmic cycle. So this person is receiving no blessings in their life, which is the obstacle. This comes out quite a bit. This person is not receiving, and it feels like money. It feels like financial blessings. They thought if they took some sort of action that it was going to lead to a payout. It did not. But the obstacle here is the divine intervention is you're coming out is this earth angel. You're here on a mission for God, helping to restore peace and harmony. This is your life's work, your life's mission. This is your legacy, and you have the power and the authority by God to do it. The Magician, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance. And it's an obstacle for this person because whatever they chose did not bring them blessings, did not bring them wealth. You, on the other hand, following God, following with faith, having the intention to give from the heart, to inspire others, to help others to heal, only because you have so much love to share and to give, you're being blessed with the finances. That's a tough pill to swallow for a person that operates in the ego, being forced to see the choices and decisions they made and who you are in the Empress energy, who you emanate the energy of not only creativity, but abundance. Time for a nap. Continue to rest, heal, protect your peace. Time for a nap. Yeah. See, you are attracting like-minded people. This can be soul connections like romance, friendship, soul tribe, whatever it is, because of your energy, it has elevated. You've healed. So you are definitely a different creation. You're somebody brand new. And this person that's been trying to battle you and block you from your gifts, block you from being your true authentic self, they're being defeated. It's not going to work. The cycle has successfully closed, and now you are aligned with your fate and destiny, what you're meant to create in this reality. So whatever this person thought they could do to interfere with your fate and destiny by being a healer is not going to work. Tell me about this yang energy. Yang. Tell me about the yang energy. Yeah, it's like you learn to love yourself. You learn to set boundaries and strengthen your connection with the divine. And you have someone here that they're going through a tower. This is someone that is used to operating from ego. They're used to being controlling and dominating. They're trying to keep hidden that this is the masculine from your past, that they're going through the tower. They don't want you to know this. You already know it, but you don't care because you're very tapped in. You know, this person's life lessons are their own. They're not yours. You know, yeah, this person's starting to wake up, change their perspective because they're having an awakening. They're under judgment. They're being pushed to heal their wounding. Whether they do it or not, that's up to free will. Milk and honey. You're definitely the catalyst to this person's awakening for sure. Yeah. It's like with milk and honey, God illuminated the truth to you. This person doesn't have the capacity to love. You need to walk away. You need to walk away. They were using and abusing the love that you were giving, and the divine had to shake you awake. This person is never going to give you the love you deserve. That's the truth. God had to give you the cold, hard facts, which were very painful. But God wanted you to have real love. You deserved real love. So you had to put death to it. You had to go through that metamorphosis, like the caterpillar to the butterfly. You had to let that old version of you die out, reinvent yourself in God's light. And so this would make it possible for you to attract true divine love, the love that you truly deserved all along before you met this person. Yeah, look, the judgment, the awakening. That was the awakening which made you empowered, believing in yourself, trusting in the intuition, you know, the guidance from the divine. That's what it took for you to step into your fate and destiny and have victory and success. So, yeah, this person, they see that you're building something on your own. The very blessing or gifts that they mocked, ridiculed you for is the very thing that's luring them back in. It's because they know there is finances attached to it. But you are the Queen of Swords with this person. Let's see. Round and round and soulmates. Yeah. Devil energy, toxic, dark, dark, dark. This person, whether they realize it or not, has been manipulated by the enemy for as long as you've known them to try to knock that light out of you. And this devil energy did it by way of ridicule, demeaning, whittling away at your confidence, your self-worth. But no more. Empress, it'll never happen again. You have elevated to the point where there is no going back. You will never unsee what you've seen. You will never unknow what you know. It's going to stick. That's who you are. Yeah, exactly what I just said. This person wants to ride in on their white horse, try to bully their way in. Emperor, Knight of Swords, and it's all for the money. This person is burdened. They're going to come in and try to pretend that they love you and that they've healed or they want to be with you. The fact of the matter is, Whatever they chose did not bring them blessings, and they did not receive wealth. You, on the other hand, are here as a healer to help humanity. Your legacy has wealth written all over it. You have the power because it's God's power within you to do this. And they know it. And it's an obstacle. It's an obstacle for this person to reconnect with you. This person, they've caused so much chaos and conflict in your life. They've caused so much drama. They are still hiding things. They're still deceptive. And St. Michael is protecting you from this person that wants to reconnect. St. Michael is not going to allow, that's the truth. St. Michael's not going to let this person have access to you. It's not going to work. You're being guided to continue to heal, rest, rejuvenate, protect your peace. You are attracting like-minded people. This can be romance, soul tribe. It's just these are people that are higher vibrational. This person's being defeated for what they did to try to stop you in the high priestess energy. They're being defeated. The cycle's closed and you're aligned with your fate and destiny. It was fated to happen. They were fated to lose, be defeated. Time for a nap. Yeah. Wow. Look at this. This person, they thought by targeting you through lies, slander, getting others involved, that it was going to bring them wealth. They only blocked their own financial stability, opportunities for wealth. They used distorted sexual energy to get what they thought they were going to receive, which was wealth, and it only blocked them and put them in financial ruin. That is their karma for what they did to you. They don't realize it, but it is. This distorted emperor, he didn't realize that through this experience you would learn to fully love yourself and that you would embrace your gifts, that you would strengthen your connection with God. They thought by bullying you that you would abandon God, that you would give up. They didn't know you very well. This is a false emperor, King of Wands energy that operates from ego. They're going through a tower and they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it because they see how amazing you're doing in the Nine of Pentacles energy, confidence, courage, creativity, that you've moved on and you have peace in your life. You're happier without them. You're happier without them. And so they know this. Yeah. They also know that you're making a new investment and the cycle's closed. You want new. You don't want old. You know what old got you in the past, which was a headache, a lot of pain and sorrow. With this milk and honey, it's like God illuminated the truth to you. Like, look, this person is too broken. They don't have the capacity to love. They don't even love themselves. You need to leave. And this truth was revealed to you because God needed you to put death to it to transform your life. This was your awakening. This person was the catalyst for your awakening. Yeah, it took great pain and suffering, deception and betrayal to wake you up. Yeah, to your life's work. It was only through this horrible, painful ending that you were awakened to what you were here to create. Yeah. I feel like you have been holding back and protecting your energy because that's what God has guided you to do. But He's also bringing in aligned partnerships for you. And for many of you, it is romance. So it's almost like they're saying, yes, you had to protect your energy, but the divine still wants you to be open to love because this is a love that you deserve. Yeah, it leads to victory and success. It's real divine love. So it's like, yes, protect your energy. Look for red flags, but don't close your heart chakra because you deserve to be loved. And there is a special person for you, for every single person on this planet, if you are open to it. All right, let's see. It's like this person, due to their pride and ego and their demonic attachments, they can't see the forest for the trees. They can't see that they are their own worst nightmare. They are the reason they continue to go through these same cycles because they're refusing to heal. So they learn nothing. This is going to repeat until the day they leave this planet, unless they decide to heal. Yeah. And they just keep telling me the same thing. It's like this person can see, through self-love, connection with the divine, relying on your intuition, that your creative projects are destined to prosper. This person has changed their perspective because you're looking and smelling like money now. They want to reconnect. That's exactly what they're saying. And they're going to come in with this overflowing cup of love. And what I would say to you is stick with the facts. It's not the pretty words. Stick with the cold, hard facts, the black and white. What happened in that experience? How did this person treat you? What were they doing? How did your body feel? How did your nervous system feel when you were connected to this person? What did God reveal to you about who this person is? Blessed in reverse is the obstacle. Yeah. This is the past person being woken up with the truth, reminiscing about you, God giving them truth and clarity that you're gone and you took peace with you. Not only that, you're an empress and you're the Nine of Pentacles. You are destined for greatness. God is always going to highlight to your enemies your wins. It's part of the lesson. Time for a nap, healing, rejuvenation, protecting your peace. That's the advice here. Moving forward. Going where spirit leads you. Because you're leveling up. You're the phoenix rising. And you have the spiritual realm to thank for that. They love you. They know what you've been through. And they know where you're going. Time for a nap. It's a lot of stability. Being grounded and stable, confident in who you are, very creative. This very tyrannical energy never expected you to learn to love yourself and free yourself from them. They never expected you to turn your back and reject them. This person is filled with a lot of ego. They couldn't fathom that anyone would not be attracted to them. You're better off without this person. You have peace in your life. You have happiness. And you're making a new investment. You want new. You've closed this cycle out. And I feel like you have definitely shocked this person. Yeah, it's like this person's used to breadcrumbing in this player energy, using that distorted sexual energy, and it always works out for them. They always get what they want. But guess what? When they screwed you over and you released your energy, it didn't work this time because now they're carrying the burdens. Now they're carrying the burdens, having an awakening. Yep. You're the catalyst for this person's awakening. With milk and honey, basically they're saying, look, the divine spoke up to you and said, this person isn't capable of love. They're too wounded. They don't want to heal. They don't love themselves. And it was through this great suffering that you were awakened to your soul's work, what you're here to create. You've been protecting your energy, but they still want you to be open to love because God has someone special for you. This is going to lead to victory and success, everlasting joy and happiness. Yeah. It may be shocking to you when this soulmate comes in. This is going to be out of the blue. It could cause a tower for this karmic partner. Either way, this person is destined to come in. Look, you're meant to build a legacy with this high vibrational divine partner that's coming in. They're a part of your new soul's journey. 10 of Cups. And your past person is going to be forced to watch it all. That is how, like I said, the divine will always highlight your wins to toxic people who have wronged you. That's a part of karma. Yeah, anyone that tried to block you from your soul's mission as a teacher, a guide, and a healer, Four of Cups. Yeah. God is going to highlight your wins because God needs them to know, to feel the consequences of the choices that were made, which were the wrong choices. And that's why it happens. Yeah, they're going to get the message loud and clear. Yeah, some of these people are being guided in this devil energy to apologize for the war they waged on you, the lies, the illusion, the cyber stalking, the bullying they use with other people. They're getting the message loud and clear that they owe you an apology. Whether you want it or not, God is guiding this person to apologize to you. Not only apologize, but be accountable, to humble themselves, to speak the truth. What else does a collective need to know? Anything else? Devil energy. Yeah. So I feel the devil energy is being forced to reflect on their actions because you have moved on, your energy is gone, and you've leveled up. You're an Empress and the Temperance, an Earth Angel. And so the divine is reminding this person through your life, through your accomplishments, planting new seeds, what they lost, who they are, and what they've done with their life. You are the gifted one. I feel that God is definitely pointing out how gifted you truly are. They attacked someone that they knew in their heart was gifted. They knew you were gifted. God's not too happy with this person. So God's going to bless you right under their nose. God is going to bless you so abundantly. Ace of Pentacles. And this is the Six of Pentacles. God is going to bless you so abundantly in front of this devil energy. That's the truth. And this devil energy is not going to be able to do anything about it but watch. Yeah, you and your Queen of Pentacles energy being blessed. She's so unbothered. She's on her throne with her hand to her chin, like, yeah, this person that's a cheater and a liar and a snake can do nothing. Yeah, they're being blocked from taking any type of action towards you. Yeah, feeling foolish. They're feeling really foolish now that they tried to make you an option. And what they got was karma. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, bad luck. Everything falling apart while you're blessed with a new divine union, prosperity, abundance, happiness, emotional fulfillment, and you're cold as ice with this person, speaking the truth. Yeah, you hold all the power because God's power is in you. You work with God. Yeah, the cycle's closed. You could also be doing something online. This could be travel too. Whatever it is, you're the Queen of Wands. You're very passionate about what you're being called to do, and you look amazing. Yeah. This is just added karma for this person from your past that's now blocked. Added karma due to their free will choices to cause you drama, chaos, and conflict, to try to interfere with God's calling. This is karma. Yeah. Wow. It's like you receiving new opportunities, dropping the burden is bad news for this person that wants to play victim now. They don't want to be accountable for anything they've done. They would rather play victim. They want to feel sorry for themselves because they made the wrong choice and their life is falling apart and you're being blessed. But you know what? They're only hurting themselves by continuing to hold on to illusions, lying to themselves, not being accountable. They are not hurting you. You are so over this devil energy. You are moving on. And they're only hurting themselves. They're only creating more karma. They're not learning. They're wasting their time on this planet. And they don't have much time to waste. Honestly. That's what I'm getting. Wow. Is there anything else? Let me just get a couple from the angel answers for you guys real quick. I love God. He wants for his children. He wants to give you the world. He wants to give you absolutely everything. He loves you. He adores you. You are everything to him. But he can only give it because of free will to those that surrender to him, that accept, that love, and those that go against him, those that choose the side of darkness. You know, the enemy's going to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's what you can expect when you choose a life of darkness. But when you choose light, you are precious to God, and he is going to do everything for you, give you everything. Trust and believe it. Yes, what I'm saying is true. Know how special you are. These aren't words. I want you to feel it. I can feel it. God, the Father, is our Father. He looks at his children with such adoration and love. He wants to give you everything. Truly, he does. We have a time frame of a few months here. What do we need to know? Everything's going to improve. The situation will improve. Whatever you've been going through, just give me one at a time, please. Everything you've been going through is going to improve. Success. So don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep trusting. Keep believing. You're in this energy right now of learning to be more empowered, more confident, more courageous. Okay? Yeah, it's going to require a compromise because maybe you are learning to master your mind. Maybe you're going against what you've always done, which was maybe some of you felt like, this is what I deserve. I deserve to be abused. And that can be a normal thing when you've had such abuse in your past. So the compromise can be your mindset, your healing, your evolution. It leads to abundance. Abundance is written all over this reading. It's like God's blessing over your life is so strong. Just trust. Like I just said, just trust. Trust and know God's got your back. You're his baby. Of course, he wants to give you the world. Listen to your intuition because it is your connection with God and the spiritual realm. You're being guided. They said it's up to you. You have free will. But all you have to do is ask. Ask the spiritual realm. Ask the angels. Ask your guides. Ask Jesus. Ask God. Ask the Holy Spirit. Keep asking. Ask for everything without ceasing. It says it in the Bible. Doesn't matter how small, how big. When you include God in asking and giving thanks and gratitude, he is a part of your life as if he was here in the physical, in flesh, in the here and now. You're incorporating him. You are making him a part of your everyday existence. And that's what he wants. That's what he wants. He just wants to be your father. He wants to love you. He wants to give you the world. Will you let him give you the world? All right, I'm going to leave this reading here. I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for the second week of December. If you're interested, I did open my schedule up. Took me a little bit on the phone this morning with Square Up, but we got it taken care of. So please share the videos, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.